Okay, we're going to teach you how to do a fakie wall ride today. The easiest thing to do starting off is to be comfortable with the rollbacks. This is something you could easily learn how to do in the street, just doing a 180 and then getting comfortable rolling back, standing up and sitting down. After getting comfortable with rollbacks, you're going to want to be able to do some wall rides comfortably. A fakie wall ride is a lot different than a regular wall ride, but getting onto the wall has a lot of similar parts to it, so you will be able to use some of what you know how to do a regular wall ride and bring it into a fakie. You can do fakie wall rides on a lot of different things. You can do it on a ramp to a wall set up just like this. You could find a bank to a wall out in the streets. The first thing I ever did a fakie on was a tree, using a root and then getting onto the tree. You could even use a curb to get onto a telephone pole. There's lots of different setups and a lot of different ways you can do it, but you'll have to find whatever's comfortable for you and whatever you have to work with to start on. You don't need a lot of speed to get onto a wall. Once you go off the lip, you're going to want to pull up and get your bike in a vertical position, and then once you get to that point, you're going to push forward onto the wall. So once you get onto the wall with both tires even, once you feel that you've planted both wheels on, you're comfortable, you're going to pull off almost straight back. Things to remember are to not pull your brakes and to not let your front end dip or to be too far backwards. If either of those things happen, you're going to hang up and end up flipping over. As well as if you land with your brakes on, you're going to stop dead and shoot off the back. Depending on what you're taking off of, there's different ways you need to have your bike when you're coming back in. If you're coming into a ramp, you're going to want to have your back wheel coming in and then your front wheel at the same angle that the ramp is at. If you're doing it off a flat ground onto a wall, you're going to have to pull up really hard into that vertical position and then pull off really hard and drop your front end so that you land level. So depending on what you're doing the trick off of, you're going to have to play with your bike positioning. Once you come off the wall and you come back into transition, the next thing is the rollback. This is probably the easiest part, but it's also something that people screw up all the time. If you're comfortable with rollbacks, you shouldn't have a problem, but a lot of times you're not sure exactly where you're going to come in on the transition. You might come in a little low, or you might hang up a little bit, so you just have to be prepared for that. Bend your arms and knees and get ready to do your back pedal, and that's the key to finishing this trick off, is getting the rollback right. Coming next week.
Dick Lucas attempts to drop in on a ramp.